Hi, it's Chris with Packaging Validators, here for a short introductory video to RFID, radio frequency identification. I've been getting asked a lot about it lately, and so I thought I'd cover a few things that might be helpful. RFID's been around for almost 30 years without batteries, and I've been selling, servicing, supporting, and consulting on RFID for over 20 years. So a few places that we might want to start are, what exactly are RFID labels or tags, and where are they used? So an RFID label is very similar to your regular pressure sensitive label, either on a shipping box or on a primary package like this one. And what we do is integrate an RFID tag or inlay underneath the primary pressure sensitive label. So this actually goes underneath here. I've pulled it out for demonstration purposes. Or on this particular package, there's a back panel label, and if you peel this back, you can see the integrated RFID label. An RFID label has three parts to it. First, and I'll hold one up here, is the integrated circuit or chip. Second is the antenna, which is the main part that you see. And the third is the carrier. That carrier can either be a piece of plastic film or paper like this one, or it can actually be the full pressure sensitive label. So these labels come on a roll, and you can see the RFID tag or inlay is integrated onto the back side of the label. What most people see are the antennae, and there are tons of antenna configuration, hundreds. And all of these are some examples of RFID inlay configurations, and what you're actually seeing mostly are the antennas. The chip's the size of a pinhead, so it's very tiny. You can see it still there, but mostly what you're seeing is the antenna. There are many different antenna formats, and the main reason people choose one format over the other is their product configuration, the product size, and the end use application. And it's important to know that the bigger the antenna or the bigger the inlay, the better it's going to read in most cases, just like with radio or TV at home. Big antenna, better signal. So why are people using RFID in addition to their conventional regular labels, either their primary decorative labels like those that you see here, or on their warehouse and shipping labels and pallets? Well, it's a faster way to read inventory and read items more quickly, and it's a supplement to the existing barcode. So you can read an entire warehouse or an entire retail store's worth of inventory in a matter of seconds or minutes, depending upon how much hardware you have and how close your antenna readers are to the actual product. What else is important is how you don't need to be able to see the actual physical barcode label itself. So if I'm scanning this barcode right here, I need to be able to see the barcode to aim my scanner and beep, scanning. With RFID, I don't need to actually visibly see anything. All I have to do is turn on my radio, pick up the signal, and I can read all of the RFID labels in my warehouse or in my retail store. Much faster and much more simple. And the third reason people use it is for faster data access to more data than what's held in a barcode. So a typical barcode's only got 10, 12, 15, some code 128 and code 39 barcodes can have 20 or 30 characters in them. Well, with RFID, you're able to hold much more data, so you can include the lot or batch code in your RFID label. You can also include the date of manufacture, even the minutes or seconds when that particular product was manufactured for lot traceability, best by dates, used by dates, expiration dates, and things like that. RFID has become mainstream over the last 20 years. You've probably seen it on your toll passes on the highway, but there are other places that you may have used RFID and didn't even know that's what it was. A good example of that is your key fob to enter the building. If you go into a hotel, they give you a key card, a plastic card. That plastic key card, rather than the old-fashioned metal keys, is RFID. If you go to Disney World or Universal, you'll get a speed pass, and sometimes they have an RFID chip embedded in them, so all you do is tap the reader, and it knows that you are, yes, in fact, a person who's got a speed pass or fast pass, so you can skip the long lines. If you've been to the airport lately, you've got a baggage tag or a luggage tag put on, hard to tell with all those different layers exactly how to peel these things off, but once you get it figured out, fold this over your handle and fasten it to your luggage, and it's got a barcode on it. Nowadays, there's an integrated RFID label. This gives the airline much faster, ready access to your luggage without having to have somebody stand there and scan each one, beep, 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 one at a time. You can scan a whole section of luggage quickly in a matter of seconds with more information than just what these barcodes hold. So that's helpful to airlines. So why is it becoming even more popular in the last few years? Well, Apple Pay and Samsung Pay are both forms of RFID with NFC, near field communication. So you can tap and go with your credit card information. And the cost of these has come down considerably over the years, where the speed and access of information in our fast-paced world is making it easier to have access, and there's a lower overall price in the market than there was many years ago. Some retailers, such as Walmart and Dick's Sporting Goods, are asking people to RFID their inbound product, those people being consumer packaged goods companies who are selling into those retail chains. And so we can help with that as well. The labels just come on a regular roll like this. If you peel the label off, you'll see the integrated RFID inlay on the backside, chip, antenna, and carrier. And they can be printed on a regular thermal transfer printer. You just need to make sure that you've got a model that has RFID encoding capability, and we can help you with that as well. In order to apply the label to your product, you can either use an automatic label applicator, and we sell many different sorts of label applicators, wipe on, tamp, blow, etc., that will apply the labels to your product. Here's an example of a fold-in carton that's got a volleyball in it, and there's the RFID label with the inlay tag on the back side of the label. We can do this on almost any kind of folding carton. Here's an example on some Beats headphones. We can do it on flexible package film. There's the RFID inlay on the back side. If your product has a shrink sleeve on it, such as one of these, what we can do is help you apply the RFID label underneath the shrink sleeve. So if you look right here, here's the shrink sleeve already on the container, but as a demonstration example, I've got an inlay fastened right here. And then all we would do is slide the sleeve on after we apply the RFID label, and then this gets shrunk on, and voila, looks like this after it's been shrunk. Or we can help by doing pressure sensitive labels in two different ways. So one way is we apply the label to your product, and I'm going to give an example here where this RFID label is applied to the bottle, and then the traditional pressure sensitive label is applied over the top on the back side. Once it's applied, it looks in such a way you can't even tell there's an RFID label there, but you would know because it's got the EPC logo right here. Here's another example of a retail product that also has the EPC logo, and you can tell right underneath here, you can feel it and see it, there's an RFID tag underneath this pressure sensitive label. So we can help you in all of those ways. We can help you on labels, shrink sleeves, folding cartons, and flexible film, either pre-applying the RFID label or doing it in your own factory with one of our label application systems. We're here and able to help in all facets of RFID. Give us a call at 317-740-0123. More than happy to help. Thanks.